being a stepdaddy, I think is one of the hardest things on earth to do.
Yeah,
it's a noble cause.
Oh, it's the most noble cause.
Yeah, it's a noble cause. But I think somewhere, look, every situation is different, but somewhere.
Damn.
Somewhere
that stepdad got to deal with 6 different dudes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Think how strong a man you got to be.
That.
Well, no. See, I hate that word. No, I hate that word. I hate that word.
Imagine birthday parties.
Strong.
Let me.
How dumb of a guy do you have to be in that situation? Man, I'll be like, if you don't get the hell out.
Let me ask you this.
How many kids you got? How many baby daddies?
Hold on.
We done. Nothing more to talk. I don't care what you look like.
No, wait.
You can be the finest girl on earth. I can care less. I'm good, man.
All right. It's your boy, Jay.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Ashley Booker.
And we back. This is Musing Around, the show where we just jump on and muse on whatever we want to talk about for the day. We got some people in the gallery, so we
have our friends here.
Yeah, we got a cool show today.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So let's jump on and just jump straight into things. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm trying to prepare myself. I don't know where everybody else is located, but we are located in St. Louis, and tomorrow is our official hood day.
Official
314 day.
It's 314 day. And so I'm pretty excited for it. And we're gonna have some festivities going on here. So
yeah.
But we had to obviously do our podcast obligation.
It's not obligation, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I love it. But I'm just saying, I wanted to make sure that we're here because I'm trying to charge my battery for tomorrow.
We should have did like a theme show for today. 314 day.
What is 314 day edition?
Yeah.
I guess we can highlight.
I got a KC hat on. Damn.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
I mean, so is our other friend.
They trying to.
I do have another friend who's going to KC.
On 314 day.
Yeah. On 314 days.
Damn.
It's pretty insane.
Is that damn? Damn. Right. I was about to dive into that, but let me not.
I don't know if I'm going to dive.
No. Not into that. Not specifically that. So, all right. So I got a topic for us to talk about today. The muse on, and like always, we'll kick us off. But so I was on Instagram per usual, just minding my business, and I came across this post. Specifically, it took me to Threads, and in this post, it has a picture of a man in a suit, and it has a picture of a gentleman holding a stack of money. I'll show you guys so you can see it's a stack of money.
Absolutely.
Stack of money. Mm-hmm. And the question says, there's some words on here. It says, women are debating on a working man with 40K in the bank or a man with 250K of street money. So basically, women are online debating if it's would they rather have a working man that has 40K in the bank versus a man that's in the streets with $250,000. Now, what I want us to do first.
Oh, I wish it was a girl here. Sometimes I just wish there was a girl here that could give at least their side of it, because I mean, if anybody knows me from this, they know where I'm going on this, but
okay,
you tell me.
First, I want to know our takes, and then I want to read some of the comments just to see like where the mindset is, because I thought part of me thought this was going to be extremely straightforward, but okay. So what's your take? Like from our perspective, what would be the smarter choice?
The businessman with 40K.
Why?
Okay,
he got less money, Ash.
He has less money.
He do got less money.
He has less money, and by a long shot too.
He might not be tough enough.
Oh God, give me strength to get through this. But no, I would honestly say that what happens is that girls get the illusion of street money. I think I have friends, people have friends like that have been in the streets, and we already understand there's only a few ways that ends, right? Like that's just what it is. I mean, business guy pays his taxes, 40K in the bank. That's way safer. You know it's going to be there. I've known people in the streets, they live great for a few years and it goes away.
Yeah.
And I mean, and some girls might be good for that. They be like, yo, because honestly, I could definitely say this for anybody listening to this podcast. I would definitely say that, yo, yeah, girls, they gone when the money gone. So shit, live it up.
What about the comments when I saw where I'll take
we don't
that
get to the comments. No, wait. We don't get to the comments. I want to know what you think first.
Oh, I'm a 9-to-5 man. I don't know about street money. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a good answer. So.
Yeah,
that's a perfect answer.
I don't know anything about that, but
I don't either.
I know what are you gonna do with a bunch of cash though? You gotta be smart with it. If it's because IRS, the tax man is gonna, you might get in a little trouble if you try to make it. If you try to, you got to be like Breaking Bad and try to have some organization.
You totally got to watch it.
Wash it. Yep, wash it. See, I don't even know the terms. I don't.
I don't know the terms either.
Hey, but I'm a civilian. That's all I got.
That's it. I'm a civilian. I don't know about that.
Nah, not at all. I would simply say I'm in a total agreement.
I don't agree with. We get to the comments though. But.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement that for me, I guess is this in my head is this obvious. You got the working man has $40K in the bank.
Yeah,
and keyword, he is a working man.
So
and it's in
residual
the bank,
money, and then he has $40K.
Exactly.
Yes,
he has money keep coming in,
correct,
and he has $40K in the bank
correct.
At that moment in time. That's the part that, like, to me, I was, oh, this is it. Oh, okay, it's extremely straightforward. Let's get to the comments.
Oh,
so,
Lord.
now, predominantly, this is a lot of females. That's what I was posted. This stirred up quite some activity.
Really comment on it
so,
you know what I'm saying?
We're excluded from that. Some days,
okay, here we go. First one. I'm gonna help my man invest and flip that $250,000.
Fuck out of here! I don't even want to hear you.
What's wrong with that? Like,
she's
gonna put him on game.
Like, I'm sorry,
teach him how to watch his money.
We're not doing that. No, I'm not playing with you. Nope.
$250. She gonna help invest it.
She gonna help invest it.
She gonna help invest it.
Has she ever heard of a thing called restitution?
She gonna help invest it.
It's a word the feds have to throw around. How you pay back the people you did wrong to. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so
next one, please.
Okay, let me go to another good one. This was good. So my working man, who I am monogamous with, never cheated on him, cook clean, and treat him well, very well. And I go 50-50 on bills with him. That's in parentheses.
I love that. I love that.
Got his money out of his 401k.
I'm hearing you, baby.
And spent it on himself. Hell, I didn't even know about it until tax time, when I filed taxes for him. The street man I used to be with spent it on me with no problem. So to me, it doesn't matter what a man has if he's not going to make sure his woman is straight, and when she's making sure he's straight.
So she's saying the 9-to-5 man is cheap.
It's cheap.
Well, and he a motherfucker because he did some shit behind her back too.
Well, I mean, but it's his 401k though.
Oh, well then no.
He took money out of his 401k and spent it on himself.
He's splitting them bills.
And she said she mad because he didn't spend it on her.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. That's kind of an odd position, just because of that fact that that's odd. It's like I can kind of see both sides.
Can you?
With her,
why can't he split the bills? I split the bills.
Huh?
I split the bills.
Well, yeah, I didn't even think about splitting the bills.
No, I'm 100% with him splitting the bills.
Oh, okay.
I love that. First, I love that. So it's not like that. No.
I think a lot of people don't like that though.
Who?
Well, a lot of females don't like it, I would say.
They don't like it? They don't like it when they got to split bills?
Yeah. It's from what I hear,
we a team.
It's like, why? Why should I split the bill when you can pay for it for me?
Because we're a team.
Oh, we were talking about like the food bill?
No, the whole 50-50 on
bills,
everything.
Yeah.
Like all the bills.
Everything, rent, everything.
Well, how about this? Hey,
yeah.
My rule is this. Mm-hmm. If I pay everything, don't ask me shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that rule. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. At that point, I'm a dictator.
That'll make you
I'm a dictator. I guess a dictator. No, I'm joking. All right. All right, I'm gonna stop. All right.
No, but it was a ton of more comments about this. Similar woman just saying like $250K.
We need a woman here.
Yeah, we definitely do.
We in a guy's locker room right now talking.
We got to bring this back up again. But one woman said, "I'll take the dude with the $250. I know how to clean that money," and that just sent me over the rails. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
She watches movies, dog. She knows how to clean the money.
I ain't gonna lie. I was sitting back just reading through everything, and it just something hit me, and it was just like, man, is women out here that backwards? Is it that backwards?
It is that backwards.
You get a
It can't be that
business.
backwards.
I'm outside, bro. Like, is that backwards?
It cannot be that
bro.
backwards.
They rather have that shit all day. They want the
that is crazy.
That's a lot and risky and dangerous and shit. They love that shit.
I can't understand.
Is it because they don't care what happens to their spouse though? You know what I'm saying? If he out
You
there,
know what?
He could be
that's a very good
dead
question.
Next week,
or
and
maybe,
now she got it.
Or
out.
maybe because that I think only. I mean, obviously there's no woman here to defend you guys, but I just think you guys only see yourselves.
Selfish.
Selfish. I just don't think they really give a, I mean, yeah, they love it when it's happening for them, but then if you gotta go sit down and shit, they don't give a fuck. I mean, they care, but they don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like
they gotta go sit down.
Yeah,
you gotta go sit down.
But I guess from that viewpoint, it's like, oh, it's not that so bad. Like, I'm not getting locked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some money, shit. And then I can be like, oh yeah, free my baby daddy.
She's
I
gonna
got
get
some
locked
purses.
up too.
Yeah, I got some purses.
She knows what's going on.
Without her, she's gonna get
too.
implemented.
Yeah, the woman is watching.
She might not get locked up, but there's gonna be some.
No, she'll probably snitch on him. I know how these girls do.
Dang, that's the whole script.
Yeah,
but she'll make a deal though.
She'll make a deal.
Cut the deal.
She ain't going to jail.
Man,
he going to
wait,
jail.
is it snitching if you're a girl? If you're a girl,
I would give a fuck.
Snitching don't know. It doesn't know gender.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't.
Snitch.
I don't know these rules, but still, it doesn't.
Well, it's a rule like this. No, I don't give a. I don't think any other man would either.
Yeah.
Because I've had some friends who behind them walls, and they were very pissed off at their significant others.
Man, I just cannot sit
Play
here.
Snitch.
Good gosh. But you know the funny, like, that's not even funny, but like the contrast within the comments, like you had a couple women saying, like, look, give me the man with 50K. And for most, like for the most part, it seemed like those were women who for a lot of them stated, look, I've already been down that road. I know how that ends. Give me that 40K and I'm straight. We gonna make it do what it do.
Well, because that is more than enough. And then you have the key word here is residual income.
Yeah.
You have residual income.
Mm-hmm.
You have $40,000 put away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think you have to be savvy in business to be able to make that grow.
Yeah.
Personally.
No, you can put that in fun.
You can just be on some like very safe, very just, average like style ETF? Investing. Yeah, like, and be fine.
S&P 500.
Wait, that involves patience and shit.
Totally.
You got 250 now.
250 now.
You know what I'm saying?
And
40K is going to take a little bit to get to.
It depends on your play.
If you just invest.
It does, but it's a long game.
Yeah.
But it's also a long game when you have 250 and then somebody gets killed or goes to prison.
Yeah.
It's just because then now it's like, okay, now all of it goes away, assets frozen, lifestyle changes. Because honestly, I could tell you one thing. Once you're used to this, I know this from like a personal situation.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're used to a certain way of living, it's very hard to go backwards. And going backwards, I think is a mind fuck to anyone. Like I don't think it's like a normal thing. I think it's okay. Like if I don't know what it's like to have like some 10-room mansion, I can never ever just be like, oh my God, what the fuck? I can never be like that.
Ghost did it on Power.
Right. I can never be like that.
He flipped that dirty money into something.
I can totally be like that when it comes down the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
that's definitely true. Yeah. That's definitely true.
Yeah. Ghost did it on Power.
Yeah.
He bought him a club with his dirty money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He made it happen.
Yeah.
No, he definitely did.
But that's a show.
That's definitely a show. And that's part of the problem. It was a show. Like I saw some people commenting in the comments. Some of the men was like, look, some of the men who lived the lifestyle was like, look, that's fast money. Ain't no one, you couldn't pay me anything right now to go back and do that again. Like the obvious stuff that you would think. Like for the most part, I didn't see one person who was either from the lifestyle and grew from it that would say, look, no, go to that. That's a smart thing.
Right.
So like, to me, that contrast is like, man, like I go back to like, it's got to be something out here. You know what I'm saying? It could, like, was it always like this? I feel like it wasn't like that. Like, well, maybe it was.
It's always been like this.
Well, I think it always was. I think now it's totally glamorized, like in pop culture.
Is it
totally
worse?
Glamorized. Potentially just because of the eyes,
the
internet, right? So it's like this. With the internet, I can almost like semi-fantasize the way a lot of variety people live, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like everybody watches gangster movies. They're probably some of the top grossing movies.
Yeah.
Girls love the fact hell, guys like it. Everybody likes it. So it's not just like, I'm not gonna just put it on women.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it. It's a fantasy of like some guy who walks in and it's like he doesn't take any shit. And you know what I mean? And it's very cool and he takes all the risk and he's a cool guy, right?
Yeah.
I've just noticed in real life that that shit comes with consequences, and the consequences to me outweigh, I guess, that short ride. Even though the ride is an MFer. Like, so the ride is crazy.
Yeah.
So while you going through it, it's like, it's very fun, right? You know, you're screaming. Well, in St. Louis, Screaming Eagle, or you know, or you know, whatever, like some like crazy roller coaster. Right. You're on some crazy roller coaster.
It's a headache,
but then eventually, when you get off,
the Advil,
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get
well, and then also too, when you get off the ride, the thing about it is the ride ends. It's just like life, but it's a very short life.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that that's the thing. I just haven't seen enough proof of concept of street guys retiring or doing well later in life. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, and I've been around a lot of them, and I haven't seen it. It always ends very in a sad way, type. Where I've seen guys who have 40K in the bank and work a job. I've seen happy endings.
Yeah.
You know? So that's enough proof of concept for me.
Yeah.
I like how that was put, man. Yeah. Happy endings. More, let's say percentages of the happy endings are more with the guy. I've never
ever seen a person like, I did all this bad shit and then now I'm happy and I'm wealthy and
you know what I'm talking about? Rappers. 50 Cent.
You think, would you consider him happy? I guess we can go.
You don't think he happy?
I don't know. You tell me.
Wait. Are we saying like 50 Cent he made it?
Did he not?
No, I would say he made it because he transitioned to a totally different thing.
There it is.
You know, like I don't think anyone.
Well, that's what you would do with the dirt, with the money, with the game. Money,
you end up like little dirt.
We're saying he was saying like if you stay in it, there's no retirement.
Oh, like if you stay doing the same thing. See, so I'm talking about. I'm talking about flipping the dirty money into something legit, like these women are talking about.
But I'm sure people doing that.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
50 Cent. His rise was not done by the money he made in the streets.
It was the hard work and
he might have put that into why he got noticed. But the reason why we know 50 Cent is because of Interscope, Dr. Dre, Eminem, corporate money.
And now power.
Oh, of course.
Come on.
Now everything he does is corporate.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now he plays in the street, meaning that he antagonizes people. But truly, his money, you cannot make a lot of money in this world and be doing illegal things. You just can't. You're going to be underneath a microscope.
Yeah.
I mean, you just are. I mean,
but you can
every high net worth person, you're underneath a microscope.
No, you are.
Yeah.
You can do the illegal things and turn to legit. That's what you have to do.
Potentially.
Potentially. To that point.
But you got to be low. And then once you start to get your, whatever the thing is to get you out of it.
You got to realize, hey, I need to get the fuck out of this.
The streets is over.
Yeah.
You can never look back.
You got to cut it off.
Because if you were that lucky, you can never look back.
What about,
man.
Okay, maybe 50 was a bad example, but Gucci got out the mud. Jeezy got out the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, if we're talking about rappers, I want to preface it with saying that they're entertainers. I just want to preface it.
They transition.
Well, and they're entertainers, meaning
to music.
Hey,
but they use their.
Do you guys watch wrestling? I'm not trying to be like that with rappers, but I'm being honest.
No, yeah, it's
okay. I can have a bunch of street guys around me.
Yeah.
But am I really the street guy? I can't be the street guy. I'm the one who has all the lights, cameras, actions around me, right?
Yeah.
I can't be.
Yeah.
I am the thespian. I'm the artist.
Thespian. I like that.
Well, it is.
I'm not calling my hip hop rappers thespians.
It's act.
Yo, you a thespian?
I ain't doing that. I ain't calling them no thespians, dog.
I'm sure I'm gonna hear about this. I don't care.
Look, there's some people. Look, I think there were some people blessed enough to make that transition. And if you sit down and had a conversation with anyone, take away music, anyone who was blessed enough to have it, like make that transition, I'm sure they would say, "Look, man, I'm happy I made it. Saved my life. I would never even, man. I would recommend no one ever to do that." You know what I mean? Go ahead.
With that, can we just say this? Is that I'm still waiting on that person you're talking about. I'm still thinking that none of these guys ever had anything to do with anything. I think
you talking about rappers overall?
Yeah.
I was talking about across the board. Like, there's some people who like maybe they dibble dabbled,
rough starts,
got out of it.
Yeah,
you know
rough
what I'm saying?
starts.
Like they jumped in, did some stuff, made a little quick cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rough starts.
And then after that, switched to something else, and like, oh man. Or they jumped in, never got caught, but they didn't go long enough. Maybe they were longer for someone who jumped in, jumped out.
Correct.
But they never got caught, and then they exited. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Pretty fast. You know what I mean? Or fast enough before they can get caught, anything like that.
No, that's fair.
I think there's probably cases of that.
I take that, Gucci did some time.
He totally went to prison.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this that's
what I say. He's not really an example because he's a guy who literally he didn't change until he went to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess you're right.
Yeah, ain't nothing cool about prison.
Yeah, and he came out and he
thought
it was different.
And then before
you know how he changed though.
He did
which was weird, right?
Yeah, it's very,
right. Is
very,
that Gucci?
Wait, are y'all back to clones? Y'all back to clones? Okay, let's stop. We'll go down. We'll go to rabbit hole. We'll go down the rabbit hole. But if you have 40K, man, look, you said there's not many ways you can flip it. I would say this: you could easily take that money.
Oh yeah.
Go into a sports betting app, put it on the put all that money on someone streaking in a game. Go to a game and then run on the field.
This dude, what are we talking about? Put your shit in investments.
No, I'm
not
saying
the casino.
No, listen, I'm saying all that because that's a true story. Someone did that and made like $350,000. But
amazing.
I digress.
Tell our audience to do some good things with their money to compound it.
Yes, please do anything that's compounded.
Yeah, and I know there is an allure of some shortcut in this world, but
ain't no shortcut.
What I've just learned is there's no such thing. I mean, and I think that everything comes with its own consequence. I think that like, there's a shortcut, but it doesn't last long. And then the people who actually do the work, it's something that's going to be long term for them. So it's like, and for me, long term, we can't look at life like we're only going to live to 20, guys. Like we got to get out of that shit.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be here for probably the minimum of 75 years. And that's the majority of us. So therefore, at the end of the day, like, what are we even talking about? You got to make sure that you got something that's going to be continuously coming. Right? Yeah. We act like we're going to die at 25. Yeah. If you die at 25, you sell drugs.
Man.
You know what I mean? Listen, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Your life expectancy is that low.
Correct. If your mental is really that low, well then do what you do. But the sad reality is you're going to wake up and you're going to find out, damn, you're going to live way longer than that. Yeah. And then you're going to wish that you just would have just had recurring money and 40K put away.
Yeah.
I promise you. I promise you.
Yeah. And please, women, if I hate to say it.
They love danger.
I know they do.
They love
that's danger. Almost like a question you ask on your first date with a girl. Like, man, what would you rather have? That's like for men out there. Ask that question. If the woman responds, "Oh, I would take the 250 in a heartbeat," that's not the one for you.
Yeah, just depending on what you're looking for. Like, if you know what you're looking for out of a woman, like, that's not.
Teach their own, man. Some of them.
Touche, and that's why I say touche. I wish there was a. We're probably going to totally run this question back just because I want to hear pushback. But I would totally say that, like, I'm on board with Jay. Yo, like if that's what your mind is, which I've met several women, not just a small, several. Or their mind would totally go for the 250.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Say, just like Gucci, you get the bag and tumble it. I get the bag and flip it. And
that's crazy.
Gucci flips it into something. That's what they're trying to do. Flip it into something that's
right. I guess,
Jay,
man.
It's
they're going to flip
reality.
It legit.
That's
flip the bag
reality,
legit.
But I see it all the time. And it is what it is.
Man. Okay. Good gosh. Yeah, that's tough.
Working guys have it hard out here. Anybody who's doing anything that's righteous and by the book have it hard.
Yeah.
It's just because it's just weird. And then the girls don't come around till you become super mega wealthy later in life. And then at that point, they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got 4 kids. Well, hold on, babe. Pump the brakes. Right?
Speaking of that, I saw a woman like she posted. She said, she did a post, and I guess she was responding to someone that had made a comment. You know how like they'll have like comment up in the top left,
Yeah.
and it was something like you have 7 kids, and she was like, yeah, it doesn't matter if I got 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? You like, and I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying, that I want you to pay for my pay for some things for me. That shouldn't be that big of a deal, you know. I still got something to offer, and I'm like, wait, what? You got 7 kids? If you got 7 kids,
You don't think she got nothing to offer?
No.
She got them kids.
7 kids.
They are gifts to this world.
They are.
Yeah, for the man, they daddy. Not you.
And I think she said she has.
I bring these 7 gifts.
I think she said she has 6 baby daddies.
To those 6 baby daddies, they're gifts.
Man,
To you,
they ain't shit.
I swear to God,
You gotta step
they
up.
don't like you.
Stepdaddy.
man, that's another culture.
You gotta do the
man.
stepdaddy.
Well, being a stepdaddy, I think is one of the hardest things on earth to do.
Yeah.
It's a noble cause.
Oh, it's the most noble cause.
Yeah, it's a noble cause. But I think somewhere, look, every situation is different, but somewhere,
Damn.
somewhere
That stepdad got to deal with 6 different dudes.
yes.
Fuck.
Think how strong a man you got to be.
Well, no. See, I hate that word. No, I hate that word.
Well,
I hate that word.
Imagine birthday parties.
Strong.
Let me.
How dumb of a guy do you have to be in that situation? Man, I'll be like, if you don't get the hell out.
Let me ask you this.
How many kids you got? How many baby daddies?
Hold on.
We done. Nothing more to talk. I don't care what you look like.
No way.
You can be the finest girl on earth. I can care less. I'm good, man.
But there's some career women.
Career. Baby.
What kind of career?
Career. I don't know what the category you put them in. You know, they go to football player to football player.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, they'll
That's
have a
Tyreek
couple
Hill
kids.
about him.
They basically make it like sound jacked up, but they'll have a kid with the newest like football player they're with.
Correct.
And go to the next. And this is across all races, all colors. This is just a thing.
Ask Anthony Edwards about him.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. They prey on the young. Like, man, listen.
40-year-old with like,
let's go.
Ask Michael Jordan's son about him.
Well, let's go here.
hey, he ain't doing too good.
Thomas.
Oh yeah,
Thomas.
he got caught up with that.
Yep.
But you got to also understand this. Now imagine this. Just imagine this. Just close your eyes.
Hope he gets better though. Seriously.
Man, he fine.
Yeah,
he rich.
No, he fine. But I'm saying like, yeah,
he fucked up, man.
What do you mean I'm high?
He Michael Jordan's son. It's hard.
He is, but man,
It's hard.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody. My bad. You were going.
But I'm saying, but
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It is.
It is.
But I could definitely tell you this:
Only
is that you put everybody 22 years old, and some of these professionals. Because listen, I've been in the music business, you know, and I've seen the difference. I've been to All-Star weekends and all that good stuff, and there are women out here, and then there's professionals. Meaning the professionals are like, I don't know. They just know what to do. They like hair down, nails.
You
down.
can spot the pros though.
Yeah.
They're pros. They know how to smell good. They know how to.
Yeah.
They know how to cozy up to anyone.
Can you say it's like showing up for work?
Yeah, for them, they trying to get some money. Shit, you damn right. They clocking in. So you know, that's a very great comparison. They're ready for work. So like, where I think other girls are just like, hey, I'm just out here being me. I'm just like nasty trying to find somebody. They pinpointed a target and they're gonna get it. And so for them, they know they're burnt up. Once guys get age on them, we get wiser. I don't call it age. I call it getting wiser. So you get wiser and wiser and wiser and wiser as you go through life. Of course, it's easy prey to attack some young man who just got engulfed into some world that he doesn't understand and a punch of money. They're targets. I mean, okay, I'm a music producer, and honestly, like a lot of times you'll find some young dude in the league, got a bunch of paper, and they're willing to invest in their homeboys. They willing to do whatever because it's new. Once they start to get bottom line, start to understand finances, it all changes. And that comes with becoming a veteran. Right. Once you've been in the league a long time, you be like, I ain't doing that shit. Right. No, I got money managers. Talk to them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
In the beginning, though, it's so much money and you're a young kid. You got to understand these guys are legitimately a few years removed from high school. And some of them maybe even a year
19,
removed from
20,
right.
And they don't deal with women either, dog. Like if they're in the league, they were doing nothing but playing basketball or playing football all their life.
Thomas. That's correct.
You know, they didn't have time to. They might have had a little time to fuck around with whoever. Yeah, but they didn't have time. They didn't mess with some. What's in the league ready for them?
Look,
you know what I mean?
I would say this: if they did college, they had their pick.
But that's college girls.
But I would.
And I'm not saying
Jay. I will say this
for someone who has had
their
pick over the years.
But I would say this though.
You don't think they got a little bit of?
I would say this. It's still a different kind of game.
It is. I'm not saying it's not.
I mean, bro, like honestly, just think about. Let's just take us all back to when we were 21. Put your 21-year-old brain in this world that we live in right now. Yeah. You would be like, dude, listen, what I mean by that is that what I'm doing an exercise to just show that we evolved so much through our 20s. It's insane. Like, because my early 20s, I was so lost, didn't understand women, didn't understand relationships. Hell, I couldn't even tell when girls were giving choosing signals. I couldn't tell nothing. I'm like, oh, well, she like me? You know what I mean? You just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But then once I hit about 28, it all locked. And I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah. And they don't even want to talk about now. I have psychology. It's different. Yeah, it's but I'm saying it's just a different thing. I can see people before they even see themselves. But
your brain's fully
developed. Back, correct. Go back to when you're 21. Bro, now think about every girl that you ever looked up to. Like every IG model, every whatever. Dog, it goes from like literally like them not talking to you to being like, hey, what's up? Where you at?
Yo, I couldn't even imagine being 21 with Instagram.
What? I would die.
Yo.
I would legit die. My head would blow off my body. Like, is that okay? No, I don't think so.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I mean,
what? Dude,
we've experienced social media,
but
not
at that age. Dude, at that age, it was like very limited. Bro.
No, true.
We had Facebook when we were in college.
I had Black Planet.
Right.
But I made it work. I made it work.
You talk to someone who didn't have that,
bro.
They looking at you like, I wish I did have that Black Planet.
That's true. They are because it goes back to this. I would tell everybody this, man. Back the only way I knew about a fine girl in another school, my friend had to tell me. Man, nah, it's this girl here. She fine, bro. Mm-hmm. And then there's an early dismissal at my school. Then I'm going to drive to their school, and I'm going to see what's up.
Hey, yo,
I had to send a telegram.
Wait.
That's what I will see like now.
Hey, I'm going to write this smoke signal. I'm going to write this girl a letter right quick, dog. What's her address? What dorm she staying?
Hey,
oh, God.
On. What? Yeah, that's when the girls spray. They got perfume on the little letter.
Get the stationery out.
Yeah, good guys. That's not even class.
Get that G2 pen. What you call it? The little. You get the pen that right good. You know
they still got those. They still got those. Let me ask this though, because I got two questions.
They still got those.
I got two questions. My first one is, how many kids? How many kids on a woman? How many kids is too many kids? What's that threshold?
One.
No, okay. He going out, bro. He out of the pocket. I ain't gonna say one. Definitely not one.
Y'all better pray April comes back here sometime soon.
What's the threshold?
or the guy to take it over.
No. Let's say you got a friend.
Dude cares now, bro.
Let's say you got a friend.
What's up?
Right. What's that like? Yo, he comes to you like, hey man, I met this girl. She's amazing. Oh, bro, what's up? And then like he goes, yeah, man, she's amazing. Like, you know, she got some kids. Like, oh, how many kids she got? And you know, he's like, oh man, she got like, 4 kids.
No.
Like, what's that threshold?
No.
Where you just looking at him like,
one.
You tell him to get out.
I tell everybody there are billions of people on this planet.
So you said one. Thomas.
If you got one, it's
more,
over.
Yeah, more. So just one. Don't even do one. So 0.
Yeah.
For you.
I mean, I've been in that situation.
I have too. That's why I can tell them.
We all have.
I'm not in this situation no more. We can say that. but
how many two? Okay, y'all cheers. I'm dead. Like, stop. Hold on, wait. But how many too many though? I'm so dead, bro.
Petty, bro.
Uno, bro. Cheers. That's Uno too many. Uno? If it's bubbling, that's too many.
If it's bubbling,
you know what I'm saying? It's in there. That's too many. If it's in there or out there, if you smell like she
0.
is,
he said 0. He said
you smell
0.
a little bit.
He
you
said
smell
0.
a little pregnant. Yeah, I'm with him.
I'm one.
One's okay for you?
One is okay.
Just one baby daddy.
Think,
how young?
If they're
how
in college,
old is the kid too? That's another
college.
thing. How
yeah,
old is the
kid? Like first off,
right. If he out the house,
he living his life. Great, amazing.
You see my face? Yeah. First off,
he could be your homie. That's a homie. You just met a homie.
Nah, I don't know.
Let's go to bar, grab a drink, man. You come over from school. No, hey, I'm your guy. Strip club.
We can buy no, but right. Look, I would say one for the hit. Like my growing up for me has been the thing. Like one, I would never. This sounds jacked up, but for me, I was never interested in building something with a woman at all. Even I would even, for the most part, like even talk to women like that
with a kid,
with more than one kid,
with more than one.
And the reason why is because I would know it wouldn't really go anywhere for what I want, what I would find.
Why?
Just in not in me in dating. And talking to women who has one or more kids, especially more than one kids, their natural response in normal conversation. So this is not me trying to get their number, nothing like that. Would be, man, I don't want to have any more kids. I'm done. And so for me, knowing that I want kids, it was like, man, I
what
can't even do
if she had the more than one and she was cool with it? Then you would be cool with that?
Even then, like you run the risk of baby daddy, like too many baby daddy issues, you know what I'm saying? And that can get it's challenging with anyone who's talking to someone who has a kid and they have either an ex or from a husband or from a boyfriend, baby daddy they have to deal with. That's challenging, or baby mama, or however you can flip it to the other side. That's challenging enough. To deal with two, man, like that's just, for me, it's too challenging. So I couldn't do that.
I think like Ash was saying though, like it depends on how old the kid is and how old you know what I'm saying? If baby daddy might have moved on and not, he don't even care what baby mama's doing. You know what I mean? He might not even care what you got going on because it's been so many years. Like the kid's 15 now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for me, I wouldn't say it's like he had like the kid have to. I said he. I'm imagining the kid's just a man, but the kid don't have to be like a lot older for me. Like at that time, for me, my thought was to talk. I think the biggest thing is if it's more than one kid, I just couldn't do it. I don't think it makes sense. But I wouldn't say I couldn't do more than one kid. But if another man did 2 kids, I'd be like, look, you better than me in that sense. Like, cool. But if a dude came, I think around 3. Especially like extremely, especially like 4 kids. 3, I'm looking like 4 kids. I'm looking.
He is getting into them numbers, bro.
Man,
if I was single, baby, I love you. If I was talking to somebody wherever, and she said, "I got 4 kids." If I got 3 kids, I got 2. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't do it.
I would have already been like, "Oh, okay."
No, but we talking about you looking at your friend.
Checked out. I would already check the fuck out.
No, but we talking about your friend.
Huh?
If your friend, not me. Yes, I'm checked out too.
My friend. I would have said, check out, bro.
look, everybody
get out.
And one kid don't do it.
Everybody can always attest to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got people legitimately somewhere in this building, and they will tell you when they come to me and they ask me for advice, if I even hear one
baby in the background,
I'm like, get out. Like, get out, bro. Get out, bro.
It's not worth the stress, man.
No,
it's to each their own. Everybody has.
I didn't have.
I'm not saying that.
I didn't have a terrible experience.
There's some dudes that will deal with. There's dudes that will deal with the kids.
Me, though, when I left her.
Yeah. See. That's another thing too. It's like having a dog. You get a dog.
Not a dog.
The dog's gonna have to go someday.
No, Thomas is so right because that breakup hurt me the worst. And to be fair, and to be fair to her, she broke up with me, so it wasn't me. So the thing is this: is that I fell in love with the kid too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a
imagine falling in love with 5 of them.
No, first off, we not talking about 5. I think if you at 4 or 5. And I'm still looking crazy. I'm looking
every one of them
crazy at one.
Little bastards.
Bro, I was out
little
here.
Bebe's kids. You fell in love with all them Bebe's kids.
Hey.
They are Bebe's kids.
I just thought about something. I mean, everyone may know somebody who went down that path.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what you thought about just now.
Ooh. Please enlighten me.
No.
One of our homies went down that path, and he held
Yeah.
his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Did we bring it up to? Did we talk to him about it?
No. I don't think I ever did.
I let him do his thing because he was
I don't
happy.
think I ever
You know
did.
what I'm saying? He seemed happy until he wasn't,
I ain't gonna ever steal.
and he went through it on his own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just hit me now, like, dang.
Yeah, there was more than one. See, I've dealt with one,
Yeah.
but this was more than one.
I deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
And it was as far as friends. And
Yeah.
I'm like, get out.
Yeah. What you doing?
I was just, because like, look, I noticed for one fact is that the kid, they can respect you and they can fuck with you, but you're not their dad.
You're my fucking dad.
Oh, I'm just saying, there's going to come a point in life.
I mean, if they're young enough, they may look at you like a dad. You're not their dad.
No, absolutely.
They'll look at you as a
father. But
father.
though, but it always comes to a point. It's even hard with your own kids. Like, it gets to a point where they test you, especially if you talk about a male.
No, I agree. I don't
so
disagree.
they're going to test you. And now you're not their body. So then that might come up in.
But what if you adopted a kid?
This happens with that too.
Hey, I will bring this back though.
Does it or not?
It does, regardless.
Right.
But these are some exceptional, great human beings that
now, if they don't know
it.
any better.
No, he said they were.
They're either on one side or the other. They're either lame as hell, corny as hell, or they're very exceptional human beings that take on these challenges.
No, what's the difference?
You can't. There's no gray area. It's black or white.
No, hold up.
You either dumb as fuck, or you are an angel, like a saint.
You're totally a saint.
You a saint if you do it.
What's the stipulation?
There should be a place in heaven for you.
I'm not a saint. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? No,
but saints will be able to take care of them kids like they were their own.
There should be a place in heaven for you.
Yeah.
What's the stipulations? Though?
God bless.
What's the stipulations for you're lame, or you know what? God bless you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what.
It just depends.
You giving them the salute.
My thing is this.
Really
there be some fine ass girls with kids.
Did
y'all hear me?
What we say?
There be some fine ass girls with kids.
They do.
It's always that.
Yeah,
and it makes you want to be a saint.
But that's because of the mentality of us men.
It makes
of course somebody knocked them up, right?
Yeah,
it makes you want to be a saint, right? It makes you want to do good.
But then you find out you got yourself in the weeds.
But what if she was bad? I'm talking about. Think about the baddest girl you ever seen.
The only way I'm
talking about the baddest.
No, I can tell you why.
The baddest. She got.
Let's think about some.
Because this some famous football players.
I want to start. Or you want to start? Go.
If she was Angelina Jolie with all them damn kids,
that does it for you.
But
Angelina Jolie also got that Angelina Jolie dough too.
Right, I'm worried about it.
Yeah. Take care
and then also,
what if she was Britney?
Okay, let's just say this.
Britney Spears?
No.
I'm gonna take that too.
I take that crazy.
Take that crackhead.
Britney bitch.
Me and Brittany are in the studio. Leave us alone, Jay. We're here working on our new album. It's coming out.
Listen,
Jay would be like, "Oh, God bless."
Listen, that would be a situation. I'd be like, "Hey, look, I
get it. Yeah, whatever.
You're
ass tripping, but it's good.
You ain't over Britney.
I saw a recent video.
I'm working on our new album right now.
Wait, the Britney now or the Britney back in the day?
You talking about running mascara, Britney? Lipstick all out here.
That boy said, "Which one you talking about now?"
Which one you
talking about? Nutcase Britney, or which one you talking about?
Depending on which one you choose, that's gonna be the lame, or it's gonna be like.
You know what? It could go both ways though. It could be the lame that go, or the saint that go with Britney. You know what I'm saying?
I think both. It's a combination.
Think about
that's a great way to put it. That's a great way.
Think about some of the Instagram models, or quote unquote Instagram models, the women who made a career out of just being very nice looking and getting with famous people. It's one that I forget her name. She's like, man, this sounds so trash. But I'm just not good with names. I don't want to say she's around 40.
Oh, the one that
she got grown kids, and she with a basketball player. Right now?
She's with Scottie Pippen's son, right?
Yeah, maybe.
No.
I don't know if it's Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen's wife is with a young basketball player in the NBA. His ex-wife.
Yeah, but not her. Someone else. It's another one, and she got a grown daughter that looks very similar to her. Anyways, let's just say, would you
Would you do both the mom and the daughter?
I'll go back to my original question.
What we talking about?
Thomas said,
we just switched topics.
I want to make sure I have context. I'm not saying a word until I have context. Right. I'm not saying a word.
The context is this. Obviously not right now. We're talking about 21, 22, 23. Because around that age when we said, no, we ain't going for that, right?
Yeah.
So back then, would you go for the woman who, like, the baddest woman of your dreams, if she had like 4 kids, and she's like, look, pull up.
Yeah, you could.
And she's like, look, I'm only looking for something that's real.
What's the circumstances?
The circumstances.
If she's one of my dreams, it's Beyonce or somebody, and she got like
4 kids,
all bunch of paper though.
No, this is someone who don't got the paper, but they're extremely they look exactly like either Beyonce, whoever is like the baddest woman in your mind, whatever that is.
Yeah. This is what I would do. This is
mine. If you are attracted more to mentality.
On a mentality, I would say this. I would say that we would have to have an understanding that you have to make sure your kids are good. I'll make sure they're good.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure they're good mentally and all that, because I'm not getting involved. Because I think that what happens is when people outside of something try to get involved, teenage years hit and it gets really rocky.
Yeah, of course.
It's rocky for the actual people who have the kids. So can you imagine an outsider having to deal with the person when they're coming into something and they know damn well you're not their biological father or mother, and you know they're gonna act up. You know
you got him thinking about raising these kids.
Hey,
no, as you went to the
everybody
has that side.
He did.
You hit the threshold.
Well,
he went from 0 to 4.
I'm just saying you have to know what you're getting, because if the girl is bad and she's agreeable and she listens to me, so yeah, I might love her. So therefore she might have a little control.
Ash at 22, 23. Out of college.
Out of college, dude, I'll take on 4 or 5 kids out of college. Because I was stupid.
The kids are out of college, or
no,
you was out of college?
When I was out of college.
Oh, okay. Imagine
now 0.
Imagine if you have your wisdom now. Let's imagine you have your wisdom now.
Okay, I have my wisdom now, and I'm that young. No, I told you 0. If you have a kid, because what's I learned is the world is so big.
No,
see, I used to think that the world was smaller. Like I thought it was like condensed to like the circle.
It used to be small
in the
for
situations.
Us, bro.
Well, because no internet, no anything, and no connectivity. But
the 1900s.
No, I'm being honest.
For real though,
dude, I was smoke signal. Like,
I was talking to some. I was talking to some kids at work today about the personal computer and how it got introduced to my house, and like not a lot of households had a freaking computer. It was like the most expensive thing in my household.
It was a sign of wealth.
Yeah, it was.
If a person had a personal computer, it was like, oh, they got money.
Shit. And they
were
like,
the internet? Oh my god, beep boop beep.
And then the one kid was like, hey, did you get it to replace your typewriter? I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I did. We had typewriters back there, bro. Did. We had typewriters. Right. Have you ever seen one?
There was rotary phones too.
You know what I'm saying?
Rotary phones.
Yeah.
Be in my grandma's house, like jiggy jiggy jiggy.
Yeah.
Jiggy jiggy jiggy.
There was some TVs you had to turn to fucking pliers.
Yep.
Oh, that's these are all real things.
A couple times
or
antennas. What the fuck? The bunny ears.
Or when you play a video game, you got to blow it. Like,
blowing that cartridge, bro.
Man, it was a workout.
Let's see if it
you had to hit it just right, though. You had to hit it down in there just right.
Yeah, just right. Hey, man, you hit it too hard, bro. Hold on, bro.
This the Mario, bro. You got to do this differently than the Ninja Turtle.
Right,
you know
it's different. It's different.
Don't let someone do it for you and mess it up. Hey, bro.
Oh, you ready to fight?
You be like,
man, come on, man. He done messed the game up, bro. We're supposed to do the rest of the day.
Hey, man, you think back at those times, bro. You was playing those like this simple stuff. You playing like I remember when this sounds so crazy. This gonna sound people like this old fogey, you know what I'm saying?
Who cares?
But look,
it was all timing back then, though, bro.
There was.
You had to time everything just right,
bro. You did. You remember when like Nintendo came out and they had the little duck hunt the game?
Left, right.
You thought you was really outside?
Yeah.
I was blasting for it. I thought, I was acting like I was gangster blasting them ducks, man. Little skeet shoot.
Grown man sitting there.
Yep. You're damn right. I held my shit to the side shooting them.
I didn't do that.
That boy that watch Boys in the Hood and shit. This is
You know what I'm saying?
You hear me?
Oh man, that goes back. But the other thing I was gonna say
we
was like
right off that topic.
We did. Oh wait, no, Thomas, you didn't answer the question.
Ash fell in love with the girl that had four kids. You did.
Man, fuck him.
You.
I'm not going on any of them now.
Amber Rose with
hey, how about this? I got to answer for all y'all girls right now. No.
He said Britney Spears too.
I don't fell in love with Britney Spears with kids.
All right, well, I might entertain that.
The version that. But Thomas, you didn't answer. If
she was bad,
but
baddest. She wasn't Beyonce.
What, like, look, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to get to know her, and I don't need to meet your kids for a year. And if
he knows,
if it works out, then cool. You know what I'm saying? If it don't after a year, I'm not meeting your damn kid.
Jay, he knows.
Hey, I know you the best.
Real talk. Is that not smart? I shouldn't meet those kids. I shouldn't be involved in their life until I know this is gonna work.
There's some realness to that.
Real deal.
But listen.
I'm not falling in love with your kid, goddamn it.
Yes.
Because I did that shit before.
Yeah.
It broke me in the shreds. Yeah. Like I literally, like this girl, like breaking up with her, it was hard because I liked her.
Yeah.
But the kid, man.
Yeah.
It hurt me to the core. Yeah. It was a pain I never felt. And I was like in my late 20s. So I didn't understand that shit. I was like, why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
I was like, and I was talking to my partners one time. I said, you know what? The kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
The MFing kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, cause I never forget
They're innocent, bro.
Dog, I had to go get my shit.
And the kid was there.
Story time.
Like, where you going, Ash?
5 minutes. Exactly.
Where
5
you going,
minutes.
Uncle Ash?
He was like this. No, he called me uncle.
He called you dad?
Nah.
That would have hurt more.
Where you going, Ash?
He was like this. He said, like literally, I come.
How old was he?
5. So then I come. No, bro, I come.
Did you teach him how to?
I taught him how to ride a bike and shit. I taught him to hit a baseball. I taught him how to throw. I taught him to do a lot of shit.
Damn.
Stop, Thomas. I'm a G now. I'm a music producer. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, he's somewhere. I'm being for real.
He's trying to jump up emotions.
For real. He might be somewhere
right now and squash the shit out of that spider. I'm bad.
He might be somewhere right now saying, bro.
No, he don't remember Ash.
He does because I heard about it. I heard about it.
Oh,
but I didn't hear about it.
That's mom trying to throw some.
Yeah.
That's mom though.
No,
what you heard about from mom?
No.
But we ain't gonna get onto that.
No.
But I would simply say,
we'll talk later. No.
Sad, bro.
No.
I don't even want to talk about it.
That's
later.
my daughter. By the way, that's my daughter's like favorite thing to say. No.
Yeah.
She always sings no.
Yeah. At that age, two.
Yep.
That's the age.
That's that favorite word, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Even if she was bad, the baddest of the baddest, nope.
And I'm with Jay. I endorse Jay.
Even at that age, I know myself. Me in that time, I would still would have said nope.
But Jay, you always have had I think me and Thomas have expressed this on this podcast.
You think with different head.
Well, he's very, but he's also very, very much an evolved human being.
Yeah.
Like where it took me a long time to evolve to the point of the mature. He was more mature than me when I met him, and then I'm older than him.
I heard stories about Jay when he's a kid. He wet his shit and mom. Right here.
Man, Jay don't play.
Change me, please.
And I fuck with it.
Mom, change me, please.
I wasn't that good.
The Huggies, not the Pampers, the Huggies, please.
I wasn't that good.
The good shit.
But listen, but I will say this. What I noticed growing up, especially like in my 20s and stuff like that, I would say like at a certain age, for most men at a certain age, like in the inverse, women, like as a man, you catch up to where a woman is, right? Meaning like in maturity or where you are in life, catch to be like, you know what, man, I might want to talk to you more than a couple days. Matter of fact, we go together. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
go together.
I might want to wife you. Right? Yeah. A man will catch up at a certain point in time of where they are in their life and what they see, various reasons, various degrees, to where a woman typically is already. What I found growing up was it was like the opposite for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I, at a young age, I was looking to settle down. I definitely was not. But at the same time, the mindset, at a certain point, I'm like, dang.
You didn't waste your time with shit you knew you didn't want to waste your time with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You knew back then. See, me, I saw something I wanted and I didn't look at other factors. You know what I'm saying? I just went and got. And then I thought about shit later.
I mean, I still did stupid stuff.
Now it's like I'm gonna think about some shit. You know what I mean?
I had Thomas's problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forget it. Some of my buddies who are still good friends of mine now, I never forget it. They looked at this girl I was dating, it loops back into that. And they would always be like, man, she is smoking hot. But then it was like this. I was like, yeah, but she has a kid and da-da-da. They all was like, oh. Yep. And they all was like this. Yeah, she's still smoking hot.
Yeah. They didn't be honest about it. Yeah, right. That's all they had to say about it.
And that's all they had to say. And I started to realize, I'm like, damn, they was right in my 20s. They was right. Yeah. And I'm over there like, nah, dog, like, I'm bringing her around. Like, she crushing everybody. That's all I was on. Like, I got bad girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to show out.
Came around crushing everybody's toes.
And then I started to find out my life is hard and difficult. My friends getting married to people who are fucking wealthy, combining wealth.
Hey,
dual income.
Listen,
dual incomes.
And that's the truth.
She had dual income too. She had that child support coming in. No, she had a little something, right?
Yeah,
or no? Baby daddy wasn't paying that. See, that's another thing.
Not every situation is equal.
Give it a year.
I wish you would have dated some of these young ball players.
Oh man,
that would have helped.
That would have helped. I'm dead. How many? Yes, you could. It's okay if you have 2 kids.
So you're saying Jason Tatum is your? Okay, cool. Okay.
We can work with this.
Wait,
who is your baby dad?
Who is your baby daddy?
Wait.
That's a game changer right there.
It's a game changer.
4 kids by Tatum. Okay.
Okay.
I
could be stepdad.
He's a busy guy. I'll take care of these guys.
Is that the threshold, Thomas?
What?
You know what? God bless you.
No, I still don't want nobody else's kids.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I'm out.
It's a tough thing.
I'm done.
It's definitely a tough thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, man, that's a good question, though. You know what I mean?
No, it definitely is a good question for what it is. But I would say this to all the women out there that's watching this, that's sitting down and going, you know what?
No, you guys have kids. It's a wrap.
Yeah, well, I want you to listen.
It's a turkey wrap.
We gotta get one on here, but.
We definitely do. But I would say
April got to come here to fight for them.
Oh, man. I don't know if she'd fight. Well,
there's somebody
she might fight for him.
Somebody is wiping.
Just push back. She go, you guys are being ridiculous. This locker room talk is not going to exist.
Hey, but you know what? I bet you there's a woman out there who happen if they click on this video and watch it, or if you watch it now, I bet you if they take that in, they probably be like, dang, I'm getting all the sauce for what it is.
Yeah.
Or like, dang, this how men really feel. They really feel like if I got more than one kid, then I'm dead weight.
Nah, that's not what
I didn't say dead weight. I'm just not dealing with this shit. And I advise all of my friends not to deal with the shit.
Well, just,
I think that translates to some women for like.
It's not dead weight. It's weight. I ain't saying it's dead. It's alive weight. And it's very alive weight, actually.
Listen, for the record.
It's a bag of flesh. Breaking shit. That's the kind of weight it is.
For the record, you're not dead weight at all. But I would say you're not
damaged.
What's a good way to say this? Yeah. You're not the first choice a man will make. And I think that's
not a good way to say.
But there's no nice way to say that.
There ain't, bro.
Why the fuck would you ever be the first person?
Let's just leave that to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's out there for everybody.
Okay, man. Look. Hey, one of my partners just walked in.
Does any man want a woman that has more than one kid? I'm
fuck
dead.
no. Don't worry about that shit. Like, oh God. And then you just want money, and then my partner was like this, yo, like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Hell nah, you don't want that shit. Man, what's up with more kids?
Man, listen.
We good.
Some people like kids, Ash.
I love kids, actually.
Some people like kids.
Kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I love kids. I'm sorry. Let me shut the fuck up.
Love the kids.
I like my own kids.
There we go. Huh?
I like my own kids.
I love my own kids.
Saying?
Yeah.
I'm still out.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Enjoy life and travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah. And that's how it's an age thing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely an age thing. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit.
All right, come on, let's go.
I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Do we think it's easier now to talk to women versus, let's say 10 years ago.
No.
15 years ago.
It's
10,
harder
15
now.
years. I think it's extremely harder now, bro.
It's harder.
I can't even understand the concept that women don't even get their number out no more.
What? Because they give out their
That's
Instagram.
crazy to me.
Jay,
What are you
like,
talking about?
I know.
Isn't it easier now?
No, you don't even got
it's,
the digits.
you,
How do
you think it's easier. It feels easier.
I ain't been out there.
It's, no,
I have not either.
Thomas, it feels easier.
Explain this shit.
It feels easier, but it's not easier. I'm gonna tell you why it's not easier. Because what happens is that then they got their DMs. So it's like this. See, a long time ago, we were on a fair playing field. Now, a man had to actually approach a girl, though. You had to actually go to a woman and actually talk to him. Yeah, you got to talk to him and shit.
Man.
Like, so you got to have conversation and shit.
Facts.
And have some shit going on, whatever. You know?
Yep.
Now, you can have that. It doesn't matter. The DMs is popping. So therefore, it don't really matter. Girls feel like they got more options than they really do. See, that's where I'm finna bash back. More options than they think they do. They think they got a lot of options. They don't. They think they do. So it's perceivable. So then what happens is that they feel way more. They'll brush off a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then dudes can play the number game, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you can DM like 100 people.
No, everybody. Copy paste.
Somebody gonna answer.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Thomas.
Hey, what up?
Okay, Thomas. On that subject, right?
Yo, I'm dead. Yo,
I think on both sides,
it's
a
a
lot
lot of good morning texts. You know,
good morning, baby.
Good morning.
I think on both sides.
Copy paste.
Have a group email going.
Not a group email.
You know what, Thomas? That's a really, actually, that's.
I should be, babe. I'm sorry. Look,
see, Thomas know the game.
I was trying to interject the same situation.
I didn't have it back then. See, I don't know.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. No, I would say it was gaslighting on both sides. If you really think about it, though, because like
he said, gaslighting.
If
oh
you,
god, girls love that word.
No, but like think about it. If you jumped in like let's say 20 girls DMs, right? Mm-hmm. And you like, oh, okay, cool, boop, she talking to me, cool. First off, you don't got the digits.
You do.
You can't.
Isn't that how you communicate? You got it.
You can't really. I guess you linking up off the
You motherfuckers link up off that shit.
That's crazy, though, bro. That's insane.
Bro,
I can't even imagine.
Bro, I had girls driving to KU off a fucking Black Planet.
About the DM.
I don't even want to talk about the fucking shit now.
But it's
Black Planet. Y'all don't even know what that shit is.
But
Black Planet was the motherfucker.
But it translates.
What it was like this.
No. I'm not saying
I was in Atchison, Kansas. I took many trips to Lawrence through the Black Planet.
Okay,
but did
they have your number?
I'm sorry, I'm letting them do this.
He said, my bad.
We probably did.
We didn't cross signals before we
what was it called? What's it called? The Eskimo Brothers. Probably.
Totally.
Probably.
This world's too small.
I'm so dead.
Yeah, totally.
But hold on. We talking about in those situations, right?
I don't know if we should find.
You still gave them your number though, right?
Yeah, because we didn't have none of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
we didn't have none of that.
I'm talking about now, you ain't giving no number and you still getting them to pull up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What a
Oh, okay, yeah. Someone in the background said a good friend of the show in the background said yes. You know what I'm saying? But that to me is insane. I can't even imagine like playing the field like you just like okay. I can, because obviously social media existed. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day when I was single.
But still, like I would imagine it's got to be harder now than it is.
Let's get a dummy Instagram account. Get
it's
some
harder
shit
now.
going and see what we can
I think
catch.
you can get laid and shit, but I think it's still harder than now. I think it's easy. To me, in my world, I think like you have more reach. So you got more number games.
Yeah, you can like hit more at one time.
Yeah, because a long time ago, bro, like I told you, I was telling y'all that story. Shit, I was in high school. I had to legitimately like find out like about like a girl. They're like, man, this girl in the Central, she fine. I'm like, all right, shit, I get out early. I'm finna come out there. Yeah. I have to drive out there and then get out the car and actually talk to a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think a lot of dudes don't know how to talk to girls though.
Hell no, they don't have to. The girls don't know how to talk. Shit, they don't know how to talk either. Don't put it on us. They don't know how to talk either.
I mean, both sides.
Right or wrong.
Of course.
Neither one of them know how to motherfucking talk, so it don't matter.
That's gotta be awkward when you get a person though. Like for the first like hour or two.
Huh?
First hour or two gotta be awkward.
No, they just get naked and have sex.
Ooh.
What is that? What you guys do?
Who goes on dates anymore? Who goes?
That's what other people do.
We need the extra mic. We need the
Well,
extra money.
look. Nobody gets. You don't meet up and have dinner and do all that shit. It's come to the crib.
No,
get to
Netflix
know each
and get
other
naked.
here,
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
what's
what
up?
it is.
Come to the crib.
That's what it is.
Are you finna watch a movie? Not really. Had a motherfucker be like, "Are you still watching?" You know, fucker. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Either or, it's a different age. It's a different age.
I love it. It's kind of a tech age. That's
It
why
all is.
everybody's kind of like subliminally can just be a whore. They don't have to ever really get together.
That's crazy.
And
Nobody has to get married anymore.
That's crazy.
I'm just
I
saying,
know
you guys
cats- I feel
don't.
sorry.
I know young cats that do the Instagram and stuff. They can hold conversations and stuff.
No,
No,
yeah,
they
you can hold a
can't.
conversation.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, they
They
can't.
do all right.
I don't give a fuck.
Not everybody's like that.
I'm a hater mode.
Yo, I'm dead. Yo, I'm dead.
Fair enough.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
It's cooked. But I think kind of like we talk about sports. If you took someone in the game right now and put them back in the day, would they survive?
Wait.
Who?
If you took someone, a
Oh
man,
no, in our game now.
they're like a man now.
But it,
That's
hey,
how
but,
that
hey, but
chicks
check
on
this out though.
IG.
You take us and throw us in the 60s.
You know
who will
what?
survive?
They
think
figure
we
it out.
would.
They
Nah, I think we
figure
would.
it
60s
out.
and 70s? Nah, I don't know.
No. Oh, he said, "Are you talking about go back further?"
I'm saying, I think it happens with every generation. I think every generation
I
get a
think
little
we
softer.
survive. No, I think we survive.
Time out.
Because we still have to talk in person.
Look,
bro.
look,
That's true.
You know
I got an
what I'm
uncle
would've
that
survived.
saying?
just.
Yeah, both.
You're right. I
We
would have
would've
survived.
I got an uncle that just
I'm
got
over here. I'm
divorced
trying to
and
throw
he
the ball
back in the
out.
pool. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Huh?
I got an uncle that just divorced. He's like in his 60s. And
What are you
he's
trying
back
to
in-
do?
No, he's pulling them in there.
Man,
He's
Oh,
on
that's spending
Instagram
that
and
money.
doing all that. He's on there.
yeah, but that's a different type of game he playing.
I say it's
It's a
double
money
because he
game.
can talk and he knows how to use the social media
No.
now.
And with those two things, he's going to have
You
another woman there in
dangerous.
2 seconds.
You know
No,
what
you
I'm saying?
dangerous.
2 seconds, another woman
I
there.
think look, if you got a good man, if you got a good game in person and online, you dangerous. Listen, you dangerous.
Dangerous.
Because at that point,
Fucking-
come on now, what you saying?
I fuck with that, Jay. That's a good
What?
take. That's a good take.
What?
That's a great take.
But anyways, either or. I'm just interested. Like we talk about with sports, you put hey, take LeBron, put him back in the day with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? What would it be? You know what I mean?
He would be getting his ass knocked out,
Nah, he still be cold.
dude.
We're not
You
going to
know-
play with LeBron. Look,
Detroit
he get on my
gonna-
nerves.
We're going
We're
on
not gonna play
different
with
subjects
LeBron.
now, but like you had,
We're not going to play
Oakley.
with LeBron. I mean,
you had
look,
Ewing.
he get on my nerves.
You had,
He does. But
You had beasts back
Dog.
then, bro.
he is
did.
still
Hey, we
a
talking about
freak of
Detroit?
nature.
We talking
Can
about
we
Detroit?
Dog.
Detroit was
He
a
would
beast.
go home with a black eye, knocked out teeth every game,
But
bro.
he's a freak of nature.
They
He's
was
an athletic
they was
dude,
punching
but,
Jordan.
He's
He ain't
probably the
come-
most. How about this? Can we say LeBron James is the best athlete we've ever seen on earth?
No, he is.
I would say that.
on Earth, ever?
On earth.
I don't know on Earth, but in
On
basketball,
Earth.
in basketball, I don't know about
That
Earth.
man is 40 years
Nah,
old.
it's probably someone out there playing rugby. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
there's guys
That
like
man is
taking
Usain
6'9", moves
Yeah.
like a cat, 260, jumps out of the gym, could do
yeah.
40.
I think there's probably a 41-year-old that's doing some crazy stuff. Probably a 6-year-old doing some crazy stuff right now. He'd be like, bro, that's impossible.
That's
You're talking
true.
about over
Okay.
the whole world.
How about
Basketball,
This?
I
No
agree with
world.
you. This basketball?
Known world.
No, known world?
just basketball. Let's keep him in
I
basketball.
say basketball, bro. I like because like, bro, rugby's imagine someone like rugby's a tough sport, bro.
Talking about rugby.
I mean, it's like football without no pads.
Put him in golf. Can he golf?
Man, you don't have to get a hip
He
replacement.
probably, he probably cold on the court.
He probably cold in golf. That's the part
Fuck you, LeBron.
He's one
You
of them
cold and
athletes.
everything.
I'm telling you.
Everything.
Everything.
Nah,
Give him a baseball
yeah.
bat. Wow. You
No,
know,
I agree.
everything.
He probably nice. He probably nice in a lot of
Trust me,
stuff.
the dude is
He nice in a lot of
He
different stuff.
he just got it.
Yeah, except for AD, but he nice in a lot of stuff.
Who AD?
What?
Huh?
Come on.
What? Oh,
He
No.
just wanted to rise
Nah,
out. of it.
nah. I like AD, but
What are we
man,
doing?
He hurt. It's sad.
It
Anyways,
is.
while we on there, to finish up, what would you guys take on this to finish this up? What would you, since we brought up sports for a second, what was your take on Lakers trade, Golden State trade? I think we all know in this room who won, but what's your take now after seeing, if you've been following, what's your take now after seeing how things played out?
Adam Silver made the trade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and say it.
What you said? Golden
Probably.
State's trade.
Well, yeah, they got Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Adam Silver
Yeah.
made these trades. NBA was in the tank. They are on the hook for all of these fucking contracts. They got to get a better narrative going. Nobody was checked into the regular season. Ratings have kind of gone up.
Yeah.
There is no reason why Luka Doncic should ever be traded from any franchise.
That's crazy.
I'm being honest.
That's crazy.
I mean, unless he wants to leave, there's no way
That's crazy.
that you offer him up. He's a franchise player. Get the fuck out of here. That's like
crazy.
Somebody saying, "Hey, that's like the Cleveland Cavaliers saying in 2010, hey, instead of LeBron leaving, they were like, hey, we're gonna trade for LeBron." How in the fuck are you gonna trade for LeBron James, bro? At the peak of his career or the beginning of the peak? You're crazy.
No, I'm with
like,
you.
it's insane. No, that is all narrative. They got to get the big stars to the big cities. The NBA's losing. It's all about television deals, all about money. It's shit that we don't know about. That's why they got secret deals. That's why people are getting ran under the bus, like the Nico Harris and all these people, like they're bad GMs and shit. Like, yo, this all bullshit. They had to get him to a big market city. That's it.
This is speculative.
They know LeBron James on his way out.
This is speculative, but there's a couple articles out that Giannis is going to be going to Golden State.
I heard this. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not a big fan of Giannis.
Well, it's not really crazy.
I'm not saying the biggest, but
think about Golden State. Golden State is what? Silicon Valley. You're talking about big market, big money places to where, like, you got to get them the fuck out of Milwaukee, right?
I guess.
Right?
He got a ring, though.
Of course, but nobody gives a fuck about Milwaukee winning a ring. People care about their franchises. You know what I mean?
I'm not knocking that.
No, I'm saying that's what Adam Silver's learning.
Yeah.
See, before it was like, okay, maybe I can, maybe a Milwaukee, maybe some unorthodox people can win. No, nobody cares. People view for the bigger teams. Like the bigger city, bigger market, bigger media market, all of that. That's what happens.
And Boston has their powerhouse. And historically,
totally,
LA needs to be strong to
gotta totally have.
You know what I'm saying?
And LA is just such a big market. I mean, you're talking about whether they win, lose, or draw, they still one of the most like probably value franchises. So it's like you have to look at it in that regard as well. So
no, it was a smart move for a couple different reasons. It was a dumb move by.
But if you listen to the real story, what they also say, that team, Mark Cuban isn't the owner. It's really the people who
Mark didn't know it was
they're
going
about to move that team to fucking Vegas. So they are trying to tank because now look, they'll get the wins they get out of AD and what's the name and Kyrie. Like, but the thing is, they're going to tank.
You think AD gonna be back?
Huh?
You think AD gonna be back?
Maybe not. But I'm trying to tell you is that either way it goes, they're going to tank.
Wait, what?
No, I'm
That's
saying.
what Lil Wayne said. AD's AD.
Hey, check this out. They're going to tank.
Yeah.
They're going to get out of fucking Dallas, and they're going to be in Vegas because that's where they want to be. It's the Adelson family.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
Because the NBA is supposed to be moving. Like, I guess they want a franchise in Vegas and they want one back in Seattle.
And they need to put something in St. Louis.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, man.
We a sports city, man.
I think we're a great sort.
We're not a basketball city.
I don't know if we're a basketball city.
Man, I think we could be now.
We'll go.
It's not gonna.
We don't got a football team. We might not even have the Chiefs. So what we gonna have?
How many St. Louis folks are Chiefs fans though?
I think quite a few at this point.
I don't know, man. I think I am. But I was a Chiefs fan before Mahomes and all them. I was going to games back when they were losing and shit.
When we was going like Super Bowl, all that, even this past time, there was a lot of people had Chief stuff out from what I was seeing at least.
Because they were
I
winning.
take the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah, but I mean that's for anything, bro. Like you winning, like of course you're gonna go.
I was a Rams guy. And
I can't be a
hurt
Rams
me.
Yeah,
I know. I can't be into them the way I used to be into them.
It can't.
But I used to be into them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dog.
Yeah, no, I was a Rams guy too.
What?
Marshall Faulk was like, man.
I mean, he's still like that to me.
Yeah,
probably the best running back ever.
Man, seriously. Seriously.
Barry.
Yeah, I think so.
You think he's better than Barry?
We'll argue about that another time.
Did we talk about that? We did talk about this before.
Marshall Faulk better than Barry.
And then we start talking about hockey players and salaries.
Yeah. No, but Marshall Faulk better than Barry for a lot of reasons. He's just a multiple threat player. And
I love Marshall Faulk.
And honestly, look, no, you're right. And Barry just, I don't know.
Barry didn't have to go catch the ball.
No, because he shook everybody. I get it. He was cold. On losing ass teams, he never really propelled his team to win either.
Hey, and
Marshall didn't do it by himself though.
No.
Greatest show on turf.
It was one year.
But he was a very instrumental part.
It was
Kurt
no,
Warner. Curtis
Yeah,
Warner.
Of course.
But there was one year.
The savior.
What year was that? That
but Marshall was
he won it. What year was it where the main reason we won was because of Marshall Falk?
Shit, I want to say all the early 2000s. Shit.
Yeah, but it was one specific year in particular that Warner was not on it. You know what I'm saying? That Marshall Falk was, bro.
Marshall was like
he was that guy, bro.
He was that guy. That's why I love him up there. By the way,
Good
I love him
gosh.
up there with Coach Prime. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I
he
love
up there
it.
now?
Yes, he is a coach up there.
Dang.
He's a running back coach for
That's
Colorado
fire.
now.
That's dope.
That's fire.
Yep, Coach Prime up there building the Avengers.
He definitely is. He trying to. Man, he making
The
it.
coaches.
He'll be in the NFL before long.
I don't think he's.
I don't know if he
there.
wants it, bro.
I don't think he wants it. I
You
think
don't
he'll
think
sit there.
so?
No.
I don't know.
Man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right
make
deal
that-
come around, probably leave.
But now you can make that cake in
Hey,
I understand
in
money
college.
talk.
Hey, look, people said the same thing when he was at the HBCU. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, right deal came along.
Man, I knew that motherfucker was saying on that HBCU. I knew it. I was like, nah, he too big for that shit.
He
No
is too
offense,
big.
but-
He big.
No,
But
I'm
so-
saying his
Yeah, I know what you mean.
persona.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Nah, I'm like, I knew he was going to a blue, or they call
one
it
of
blue
the-
blood school.
yeah. All right, but all right, we be
Yeah.
all day. So let's bring it back down.
Yep. Come on.
Final remarks. What we want to do our final remarks on? Because we was musing today. Today
Man, we
was
was all
one of
over
those
the
days.
place,
Damn, we
yes.
was jumping. We was talking about all kinds of stuff. What do we want to do our final thoughts on? It's not going to be on sports. Let's do final thoughts on either. No, I'll let you choose. You all choose. Final thoughts.
I will say this.
The cleanup time.
Yeah, I've said a lot of crazy shit today, but I will say this. No, if you find a partner that is down for you and who loves you and has your back and has your best interests, always be optimistic. Okay, like don't take everything I said on this podcast, like I guess verbatim. But always have your eye open though, because if they do have children, it's a little bit harder. And then women, if they are a drug dealer, this shit may not be a long-term thing. But I understand love is love. And I am one of those people who is into love and people really connecting. So, I guess I'll end it on that note. It's just that use your own discretion, but just understand, just have those little things playing in your head whenever you are going into situations, whether you're dealing with a drug dealer or dealing with some guy who's boring, or whether you're dealing with a girl who may not look as good, but then the girl is fucking gorgeous and has like 5 kids.
Yeah.
Either spectrum, same game. All right. Just use discretion. But also, I do believe in love and I do believe in a power relationship. So, I mean, if you guys can make it work, make it work.
Fair points. Thomas?
I agree, man. Choose love, man. Choose love. There's somebody for everybody. Somebody want to take care of your badass kids. You know what I mean? And some people don't.
Sorry, man.
Give it some time though before you meet the kids. Be grown. Don't
Wait that year.
Yeah, give it a year before you meet them.
That's not bad advice.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not bad advice.
Sorry.
Okay. That's the final. I would say for me, if you didn't learn anything from this episode, from this podcast, from what we said today, you probably learned a couple things. But if you didn't learn anything, what you should have picked up is do not choose $250K of street money versus $40K of a working person.
I don't know if they learned that.
Please don't do that.
Girls still gonna choose it.
We're gonna do it
They still gonna flip it.
Please.
We gonna do it
I can watch that dirty money.
I don't care how many laundry nets you got. That money is not going to get washed so clean for you to make it out without unscathed. And I would say that listen, if you are a female and you were lucky enough to be blessed with multiple kids, I would say be realistic when you go out there and approach the dating field. Understand that even though you're a very amazing person, there are other challenges that another person may have, right? In trying to be with you, right? And you may have your own challenges, because I think even women come into that situation. If I'm empathetic, right? You might be past having kids. You might be on to a point where, look, I'm just trying to have my kids grow up and then be able to live my life with a spouse, right? And have a great time, right? And your challenge is finding someone who's going to be in that right place. And the reality is you might have to look a little bit older, right? Go to an older person. If you're younger, go to an older person who's in that similar zone where you are. Because it may not be younger. That's all I'm going to say. But so just keep an open mind. For the men out there, just hang in there. That's all I gotta say is hang in there. But appreciate you all. It's your boy Jay.
Thomas.
I'm Ashley Booker.
We'll catch y'all later.
Peace.